Hey guys, if you haven't figured it out, today we're in Clarksdale, Mississippi. My kids and I want to bring you the story of G.T. Thomas Hospital, which later became the Riverside Hotel. So much incredible African American history occurred there, as well as blues and rock and roll history. We're going to give you a little bit of the structure's backstory while we look around what I call the Blues and Gospel Fairgrounds area, which is located right beside the Blues Museum. So come along with us. Let's go explore. You know, I bet when we get through with this story that you're going to realize the events that happened in and around the hospital impacted your life in ways that you haven't even known existed. And this story definitely deserves to be told. So if you like this kind of content, boot the like button, share on your favorite form of social media, maybe even subscribe. We'd appreciate it. You know, one of the reasons that G.T. Thomas Hospital even came into existence was because African American doctors were denied hospital privileges because they didn't belong to the AMA. Well, they could not belong to the American Medical Association because they were African American. Somewhere around 1931, G.T. Thomas Hospital was an 8-room house that served as a hospital care facility for African Americans. Blues Empress Bessie Smith died here as a result of an auto accident that she had been in on Highway 61 about 10 miles or so north of Clarksdale. Smith began her professional career in 1912 as a dancer with the Moses Stokes Touring Company. This touring company also included Ma Rainey, who's known as the mother of the blues. Rainey sort of mentored Smith as she became an established performer on the African American vaudeville circuit. In 1923, Bessie Smith made her first recording for the Columbia label called Downhearted Blues. The single was the first in a string of hits, and Bessie became the highest paid African American performer of the 1920s. It was rumored for a while that Smith's death resulted from the fact that she was denied treatment at the White Hospital in Clarksdale. This has since been proven false, and as the sign before you says, well, ambulance drivers would not have even considered taking an African American patient to a white hospital in the first place. In 1943, the hospital building was rented to a Mrs. Z.L. Ratliff for use as a hotel. Mama Ratliff converted G.T. Thomas Hospital into the legendary Riverside Hotel. The hotel became the home away from home for many traveling African American performers such as Duke Ellington, Ike Turner, Lightning Hopkins, Sonny Boy Williamson, and Robert Nighthawk. Speaking of Ike Turner, sometime during the mid-1940s, Ike Turner moved into the hotel. What I think one of the most amazing stories of this hotel is that in Ike Turner's bedroom, he wrote and rehearsed his song, Rocket 88. Rocket 88 is widely considered to be the first rock and roll song ever recorded. Ike Turner's room is now room number 7 in the Riverside Hotel. Robert Nighthawk also left his suitcase in the same room just before he died. The Riverside Hotel was still in operation in 2020 when COVID hit, and as you can see, has entertained other famous visitors over the years. This is John F. Kennedy Jr. from his stay during the 90s. The hotel is currently still owned by Mama Ratliff's granddaughter, and they have launched a nationwide campaign to help restore and preserve the Riverside Hotel. What an important effort to such an integral part of our history. I encourage you to take a moment to visit riversideclarksdale.com and consider whether or not you can donate to their cause. At the very least, the website will teach you a little more of the history of this wonderful place. I hope you've enjoyed visiting the Riverside Hotel in Clarksdale, Mississippi today, and maybe someday you'll be fortunate enough to visit for yourself sometimes. Thank you.